All right, man. Let's do another NBA draft spotlight. Ty Washington, Tyrone Washington Jr. from Phoenix, Arizona, 6'3", up in this piece. Went to Kentucky. All right. Um, we'll look at his combine stats. These are just statistics that ESPN got. Um, I'll tell you what draft spotlight I'll probably more likely get to next after this. Check out the spotlight playlist. Draft spotlight playlist for more videos like this. And he averaged 12.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 45% from the field. Um, he shot 35% from three. I mean, solid shoot numbers. All right. Turnovers 1.6 is real good for a ball handler. Um, so yeah, I mean, man, who could I compare him to? Man, maybe like somebody like Charlie Ward a little bit. No, that's a random one. Just trying to think of my Howard Isley a little bit. But I think he got better playmaking ability than those guys. So I'm trying to think, man. He not pretty much a Derek Fisher neither, because defensively he doesn't have the athleticism. So you're trying to think of somebody. Well, let me tell you what he can do well. Um, Catch and shoot, mid range assassin, pull up mid range assassin, solid from three. Good playmaker, a wizard with the basketball, solid, real good, solid handle. Where he lack at is in athleticism, getting his own shot, getting separation, finishing at the rim. Excuse me. Um, he's not a strong finisher at all. Can some of those things be improved on? I mean, finishing at the bucket, as most Piston fans see with Killian, it's a mindset. That's exactly what it is. It's a mindset, and Tata Washington just seemed like he get physical bumping to you, but he just got an issue with scoring, bro. I mean, with finishing at the bucket. A lot of times, I don't know if he's shying away from contact. Sometimes he'd go to the contact, whatever it may be, but you know, he'd just sometimes, man, just throw a floater up. The lane would be wide open. He'd throw a floater up. You like, man, what was that for? So finishing at the rim, I think it's mindset too, and I just think you know, it's his mindset. But nonetheless, um, he not gonna get his own shot. He not gonna create separation. He one of them dudes where pick and roll wizard. He gonna sometimes they went under pick and roll late in the season. He would pull up. He would just take a shot. They challenge him to make a shot. He just didn't make the shots. So um, you let him come off the pick and roll and get a mid range shot. He great at that. You go underneath him, chance to shoot a three. Not so great at that, but he got good mechanics for the most part shooting. So I think that eventually with some experience and coaching in the NBA, he will he will he will hit that shot consistently. I bet it. So he measured in almost 6'4", 6'8" wingspan. So good. It's just that he doesn't have the athleticism, or he don't have the athleticism to break you down, get separation, get by you, finish at the rim. It's a couple times where I seen, just watching this highlight film. It's a couple times that I seen that he was going in the open court to dunk. He barely made the dunk, so he ain't got no bunnies, bro, and he ain't the quickest cat out there. He ain't no athlete. He ain't quick. He ain't the quickest. He ain't gonna jump the highest. And the biggest issue about him, he ain't like really crafty. You see what I'm saying? He not really crafty. He crafty at finishing. Some guys, they might not look the fastest, but they just somehow they able to. You like how James Harden, he ain't like really the fastest player out there, but he crafty enough to how to absorb punishment and finish at the rim. That's the difference. Tata don't have, he not crafty at finishing at the rim. Eventually, if you get the floater down pack, fine, that's cool. But you still gonna have to get by guys and finish. And it seemed like I think he may be shying away from contact. That's what I think it may be. But any couple times in his highlight film where he dunked, he barely making a couple of them dunks. So he ain't the most athletic, but I mean, once he mastered the floater, but he good. He good on the inside, and I think he'd be a better shooter. A better 3-point shooter. I think he'd be a good knockdown 3-point shooter, man. So he'd be somebody that you can leave out there, catch and shoot. Somebody out there could run the pick and roll, and be great at the pick and roll. Be great opposite somebody else. I mean, as long as he in there with somebody, another big guard, he'd be great. Be a good player. I think his ceiling is a solid starter in this league, good starter in this league. His floor, I just think, man, into the bench player, maybe out the league, but I think his ceiling is a good starter. I mean, he can't improve on being faster, but he can improve on his craft and on absorbing punishment, finishing through contact, or maybe he can't because he's scared of physicality. But he'd be somebody out there. You go out there, catch a shoot, run a second team offense, something like that. But his lack of juke, his lack of lateral movement, his lack of burst, and his lack of lift, combined with at this point he hasn't learned how to be crafty at finishing at the rim. I think that's going to be an issue. But he can handle, he can catch a shoot, he can pass. Good at look up ahead of the break, pass and fast break, whatever you call it. So yeah, you like the talent. Would it be a fit with K? Yeah, like I said, any damn near fit with K is a fit. But being a primary ball handler, yeah, but he ain't gonna break you down and get by you and finish. I'll tell you that right now. You know, but if he learn to become more crafty, he'd be a great player in this league. He'd be a great player in this league. If he learn to finish at the rim and be crafty. But I mean, that's a hard if. I think he don't like you know I just think his limitations athletically is the only thing that's hurting him. Defensively, um, it's hurting him too defensively. Defensively, it's hurting him too, man. So, like I said before, it'd be somebody that probably come in, give you a spark off the bench. Um, and maybe the college game kind of slowed him down a little bit more space, but Wizard with the basketball coming off the pick and rolls, you probably want to go under the pick and roll, challenge the shoot. But if he able to get downhill on the pick and roll, it's over with. He can stop and pop and shoot. He gonna find the open man. He gonna make the hockey assist something. So automatic damn near from mid range, find this little groove and get into it, and you know, but inside, getting to the rim, finishing at the rim, finishing through contact, mastering the floater, defensively, could be a liability. So you probably really see him as probably more than likely, I could be wrong. Somebody's probably gonna come off the bench and run the second team offense, in my opinion. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance notifications. Check out the spotlight playlist, spotlight playlist for more videos like this. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313 at the bottom of your screen. Also in the description, plus PayPal link in the description. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you had a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request, all my social media links in the description, all the financial donation links or usernames in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.